Hello, Paul McFadden here. So this week I'm going to continue with the questions that I got from my Instagram when I did the Ask Me Anything. Lots of great questions coming through, and one of the questions came from Luke Allen, and that question was, Paul, what was your reason why at the start of your property journey? Now before I get into that, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you connect. Go to Paul McFadden Wealth or search for Paul McFadden Wealth on Instagram, or go to paulmcfadden.com and click on the various social media links there to connect with me across social. Now this was a great question, and a question that I thought would be good to answer, because remember, when I got started in the early days of my property journey, I was only 19. Now I've got a confession. A lot of people think that you've got to have a reason why that literally will change the world, but my reason why was simply I wanted more money. Now, you shouldn't feel guilty if you feel the same, or if anyone feels the same, because I knew at my age that money would have changed my circumstance and situation. Growing up in the south side of Glasgow in a very tough neighbourhood, in a council estate, single parent household, mum and two younger sisters, and we just struggled through life. You know, poverty was a real thing. I never had money. We struggled. My mum struggled to put food on the table. So for me at a young age, I knew that those that had money had different choices, different options, had a very different lifestyle, were able to have more of what life could offer. And I wanted to escape the rat race. I wanted to get out of that. So my reason why, my big motivator, and everything I did at the early days of my journey was purely money motivated. And you should not feel guilty. If you go to these personal development seminars and you listen to, all these people, they'll talk about, you've got to find a reason why. It's got to be beyond you. It can't be money related. It's got to be save the whales and the planet. Now, I'm all for that. But first you've got to save yourself. You've got to come from a place of strength before you can help anyone else. How can you help and support other people, whether it's a charity or a bigger cause or saving the planet, if you can't frickin' save yourself first? So this is where we need to embrace the whole selfishness first, so you can come from a place of power to be able to help and assist other people. Think about that. So for me, pure selfishly, I was money motivated. I was driven to make more money so it could change my circumstance and situation. Now here's the cool thing, is your reason why will continue to evolve and change. So once I started to replace my income and became full-time in property at the age of 24 and started to make a lot of money, while I was in the pursuit of making even more money now as a full-time investor and developer, my reason why changed, because I wasn't really worrying about money. My expenses and overhead was covered. My new reason why became wanting the flash car, the bigger house. It was kind of a lot of the material things. Again, you shouldn't feel guilty. Why should you feel guilty? If you're in property and that's your chosen goal, is to invest in property and build a portfolio and do developments, then why wouldn't you want to live in a bigger home? So my reason why changed again to material things. Now, of course, if you can find a greater purpose than that, then all the better, but you should not feel guilty. And then once I started to get nicer cars, nicer holidays, a lot of the finer things became the norm, getting the bigger house, then again your reason why will evolve. And it came to wanting to give back and support and help other people, which again then created the property education business that I've got to help others in the pursuit of their journey, to earn more money, to get involved in property and so forth. Now you don't need to know these reasons whys at the early days of your journey, and don't feel guilty if it's chasing after money and chasing after material things. It's a cycle that you have to go through until you really find out why you're doing what you're doing. It's very rare that anyone at such a young age, or at any age really, has really got nailed down their reason why if they're not financially secure and set in the first place. Hey, what's my reason why now these days? My reason why these days is to, help as many people make a success in their business journey, in their property journey, helping as many people become financially free as possible. And if I can do that with my new chapter in my life, investing in other businesses outside the property industry, as well as helping many people within the property industry. We've created millionaires, we've created so many six-figure earners, we've helped hundreds of people go full-time in property, and now I'm doing this in the business world as well in different industries. So in the next 5 to 10 years or so, hope to create so many more success stories with that in mind, Then I can go to government level to really help change the financial education system to help the youth of this day with the mindset as well as the financial side of things on how to invest money, how to make money, how to really be able to work with their mindset to ensure that they have a better chance in life. Because I love to give back and I donate to a lot of charities, I truly do, and I'll always continue to do that. But if you can help someone financially, think of the knock-on effect that that person is going to create from them passing on their knowledge, and if they got that information at a young age. This is why I'm big on this. This is why I think it's important that we look after our youth, to really invest in them, to really get them to think differently from what you and I, for me especially, what we were taught growing up about money, and more importantly, how they can put their money to work to make more money and so forth. So I'm big on this. That's the next chapter, and a big reason why for me and everything that I'm doing over the next 5 to 10 years has got that at the core of me. So again, just to summarise, do not feel guilty if you're driven by money. Do not feel guilty if you're driven by material things. Over the course of your journey, it'll evolve, it'll change, and you'll start to find the true, real purpose and reason why you're doing all of this. And that comes when you've been able to get yourself into a position of strength. Chase the money, become financially free, then help others do the same and chase after the finer things in life. Why the fuck not? All right. So again, just a quick one. If you're looking to get involved in property and you want to accelerate things, if you've got an existing property business, then why not head over to propertyprotege.com, check out what we're doing there to help you become financially free through property and help you accelerate things if that's your chosen goal. And again, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast player or the YouTube channel if that's where you're watching. If you can think of anybody who you think would love to hear this message and check this episode out, then share it with them. So until tomorrow, all the best and bye for now.